Okay, and we're back. We're here for knockout stages of African Cup of Nations. If you haven't seen yesterday's video already, please do go and watch that one. It shows you how we came through the group stage. Today we're going with the knockouts. We're starting off in the second round. We could potentially have 4 games in this episode. We could potentially have 1. We'll see how far we get. But let's get into it, shall we? Welcome back to Tuna Travels. So we're here for the second round. We've been drawn against Madagascar. You can see 1 game's already been played. Defending champions Ivory Coast have already beat Zambia 3-1 to qualify for the next round. Cameroon played Gambia, Tunisia, Tonga, Algeria, Ghana, Sudan, Egypt, Democratic Republic of Congo playing Guinea-Bissau, and Nigeria playing South Africa. So if we just take a quick look at the group stage, obviously we finished first. Madagascar came through as one of the best third place qualifiers, so we should be beating these today and qualifying for the semi-final at least. So this is a line that we're going with today. Mendy, Saul, Daffy, Sam and Guy, Koulibaly, Kamara, Sambu, Diak, Koulibaly and Sana Balde. So 9 changes from that last game. Obviously, like I said, we rotated a lot for that final group stage game, which we won 2-0, by the way. I don't know how I got over that, but we beat them 2-0. I can't remember off the top of my head who scored, but yeah, we completed the group stage with a 100% record. And we're going to hope to keep that going today against Madagascar. We are the better nation. Like I say, they came through as the best third place team. Sambu's corner delivered, and we've hit the crossbar very early on. Cleared back out to Sambu into the box. I thought he was going to hit one, then he pulls it cross instead, and it's cleared out. And I'm not going to attempt to pronounce any of their players' names. We've got a free kick now. Koulibaly delivers towards back post, and it's a penalty there. It's a push on Daffy. And can we avenge that penalty miss from that second group game? It's Sambo. He does find a back this time. It is 1-0, 5 minutes into this game. And yeah, we really want to kick on and get this game won as early as possible. And be comfortable, and we can rest and relax then. One thing that I haven't mentioned is the tournament's being played in Cameroon at the moment in the game, which is obviously is in real life right now as well, going off in Cameroon. So that's a nice little touch as well. But we have 25 minutes on the clock. We have the 1-0 advantage from that penalty. And Koulibaly is in behind. He pulls it across. Balde can't get there, though. It's cleared downfield. Sam Koulibaly now. Sambu. In for Saul. Can he drill it across? He can. Koulibaly taps. Koulibaly somehow missed, but Sana Balde taps in. I was just about to say Koulibaly taps in at the back post. No idea what happened there. It was Sambu into Saul. That was a beautiful ball in there. Balled across, and what was it saved by the goalkeeper? Wow, Koulibaly's shot saved by the keeper. That's an incredible save. But he forced the ball there, who taps home to make it 2-0. And we now have another chance here. Sambu, Diak floats one in. Balde's header just wide. And perhaps should have been 3-0 there. Good half of football. Then we have another chance here. Kamara with the free kick. Surely he's going to float this one in. He's not. He's going to hit it. Keeper parries it, but it's not gone wide. It's fallen to Balde. He pulls it across. It's blocked. And Ibrahima Koulibaly makes it 3-0. And we're going to be into the quarterfinals. I really cannot see Madagascar coming from behind here. Keeper perhaps should have done better with that one. Somehow pushed it out for a corner. That was a good block, but he forced the Koulibaly, who, like I say, absolutely rifles it home. Do we have? We don't have that saved. So let me load that low intensity tactic, and we'll make sure the players are rested for that quarter final. Let's praise them. I nearly berated the players then. And hopefully, continue this lead. the pinball in the box somehow stays out. Then I was going to comment on, you know, the first shot being saved and it's bounced all over the place. But we go into half time 3-0 up. We're comfortable. The guy is not playing good though, and he's complacent as well. So he's going to come off for Faye. Sam is going to come off for Sealer and Daffy for Gomes. So I know it's a risk making all three changes this early on, in case we pick up any injuries or anything. But at least the two centre backs were a booking away from suspension. Absolutely no need to risk them being suspended for that quarter-final game at all. So you may as well take them off. I think Saul is now the only one that is potentially pushing it. Koulibaly picked up a booking. And I mean, I think this half is just going to trickle out now without a highlight. We already know we're through. They're not going to score 3 goals this late on. So we will be going through to the quarter-final stage. I don't know who we're expected to play, but we will have a look in one moment as we do wrap up that game. Not a single highlight in that second half. But that's sort of what you want when you switch that low-intensity style. You want the game to just go smoothly. You want to just get through it without any issues, and that's exactly what we have done. So next up, we will be back for that quarter-final. So the rest of the second round looked like this. Cameroon beating the Gambia. We saw that right as we were finishing up that first part. Tunisia beating Togo. Algeria beating Ghana. Egypt needed extra time to beat Sudan 1-0. Guinea-Bissau winning 1-0 over Congo. And Nigeria needed extra time to beat South Africa. Which means the quarter-final lineup, we got drawn against Egypt, who of course played that extra time. They played 2 days later than us as well. So they should be pretty tired. Obviously a great nation regardless. Ivory Coast battering the host Cameroon 5-1 early in that quarter-final stage, and that would be who we would play in the semi-final should we get there. The other two quarter-finals, Algeria and Guinea-Bissau, Tunisia and Nigeria. So if we just look at the semi-final, you see we play Ivory Coast. That's the other semi-final. But we've got to beat Egypt first, and Koulibaly was actually a booking away from suspension, so he's suspended from this match. See here, Saul, Daf, Sam and Diallo were all in danger of that as well. We've got Mendy, Saul, Daf, Sam, Guy, Diallo, Koulibaly, Sima, Dai, Baldy and Sambu. Be the starting 11 for this game here today. So 3 changes from last time out, just keeping the squad fresh, using the squad that we brought with us for this African Cup of Nations. Like I say, we've had 2 days extra rest. They went to extra time. We had won that game in that first half anyway, so we should be the fitter team here, and we need to make the most of that, especially later on in the game. But we have a very, very early highlight, which is starting with us on the attack. It's Dai out for Saul. Cross comes in, Baldy's header over the bar, and quite clearly over the bar as well. I don't really think we needed a highlight for that one. You can see people like Omar Hagri is already starting to fade a little bit. But saying that, we're not the fittest ourselves either. So international football does take its toll on the legs. But as this game goes on, we will have an advantage, surely, as their fatigue kicks in from the extra time that they played. Sam to the eye, looks out for Sima. Can he find a cross? He can. Sambu's shot is blocked and cleared out as well. And Saul looks so dangerous down that side. We've moved the fullbacks to complete wingbacks permanently now as well. So they do seem to get further a lot more, and it is definitely helping us create chances. Koulibaly to Guy. Gets it back, and now Diallo in space. Chips it out for Guy. First time ball in, Sambu rifles that shot home. The keeper gets the hands to it, but it was hit with that much power. He certainly was not keeping that out. Dai is struggling for fitness himself for us, so we may have to take him off at half time. Drilled in, and just the power on that volley is enough to beat Mokhtar in goal and give us the lead just before half time. Statistics wise, this is a relatively even game, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's go and give the fans their money. We're not going to make any changes at halftime. I've changed my mind. We're going to try and use the subs as late as possible. Just when we need freshen up, when they're starting to fade, that's when we're going to try and hit them with them. Nasir looks forward and Hassam is in behind and it's saved, and we do scramble it clear eventually. So that is going to be another thing that we are going to do now. We're just going to drop that defensive line much lower and probably take off offside trap as well. We don't need that, do we? So half an hour to go. A couple of players are pretty tired, so we're going to wait to the 70th minute. Right, let's go and make some changes now. It is going to be Idrissa Diaye coming off for Badji. Let's take Balde off for Diak and Saul off for Sealer. Diallo's not had the best of games in the centre of midfield, but we do look like we're going to come out with a potential victory. There's still time here, and we have a corner to defend. And it's off the bar and out for a goal kick. And we're just going to go to that low intensity style now as well. For these final 10 minutes, Mamadou hits the free kick and it goes wide also. But chances are being created by Egypt now. They're sort of ramping up that pressure. We've gone to a 4-4-2 style as well. But we've got 3 additional minutes. If we can hold on for that, we're into the semi-finals. And we are into the semi-finals. We'll be playing Ivory Coast. Wasn't our best performance at all, but it was effective. And that's all you need in knockout football. It doesn't matter how you play. All that matters is that end result. That's exactly what we get. And next up is Ivory Coast. We've got 5 days before playing them. Of course, world ranking 15th. These are the only African team ranked higher than us in the world rankings. They knocked us out last time. They're the defending champions. We want to beat these, and that's coming up right now. So it's time for the semi-final against the team that knocked us out last time and the defending champions here, Ivory Coast. So hopefully we can go and get some revenge and make it to the final ourselves. This is a team that I've chosen. Perhaps a couple of shocks in here. We've got Mendy in goal. Sealer starts at right back. Dafe, Sam and Guy at the back 4. Diallo, Koulibaly, Sambu, Diak, Koulibaly and Diaye up top. So yeah, a bit of a change. People like Seema dropping out. Badje or Balde in there. Sambu playing on the right hand side as well. But I don't know. They're a better team than us, so I want to try and spring some surprises and use the element of surprise to try and catch them out and maybe get off onto a good start. That is going to be crucial in this game, is going to be having a good start to the game. We really need to, try and control this game from start to finish if we want to stand any chance of beating Ivory Coast. It is a throw-in for them on the edge of our area. And we allow them to bring it down and shoot. And it would be quite nice to, try and tackle them at some point. Keeper's ball downfield. Sam wins that header, but we just give it straight to them once again. And Traore is just allowed to run through. He squared it, and Chaka has missed an absolute sitter. I'm going to take any sort of tackling off, but we're not going to stay on feet. We're just going to ask them to get in. Hopefully not give away too many fouls and bookings. I still don't quite know how they missed that chance, to be quite honest with you. Free kick floated in, Daffy's header just over the bar. The eye up top is struggling for fitness. I mean, to be fair, he hasn't really played. But you will see it out till half-time at least. He's not playing fantastically. Kareem finds Kessie. Over the top of Traore, looked offside. And the flag has stayed down, and apparently it's a goal. And just before half-time, we are now 1-0 down. For a goal which, to me, looked offside. And from that replay, he looked offside. There isn't a VAR here for some reason. God knows why. We're in 2034 now. I mean, that paints him as onside, but no. Yeah, we're in 2034 now, but apparently the African Cup of Nations doesn't have VAR, so yeah. And now it's going to be virtually all Ivory Coast. We're going to need something special if we are to try and get back in this game. The last thing we needed was to give up the opening goal to them. And Traore is now missed an absolute sitter as well. Just a long ball over the top by the goalkeeper. They're getting behind, and we should be well and truly out of this game now. We should be. We are still in it. Badgie's going to come on for Di up top. Guy's having a terrible game, so Saul can come on for him. And let's bring on Seema for Diak in that attacking midfielder. So all three changes made at half time. We're going to demand more. We have a corner. Sambu plays it short. Sealer worked well. Pulls it across Diallo. Finds the back of the net. We are back level. It's 1-1 straight after half time. And this time, we're doing what happens to us normally. We're making them pay for missed chances. We mix up the corners. We play it short. 1-2 to Sealer. Pulls it across for Diallo to rifle that one home. To level this game up at 1 apiece. And now, like I say, we really have to focus up and keep the ball as well as possible. Badgie switches it to Koulibaly, who could have brought it down, but instead flicks that stupid header on. He does win the ball back at least. Saul is dispossessed though. Kareem, Traore, we dive in well there. Badgie brings it forward, gives the ball away again. Forced back to the keeper. Sealer to Diallo. This is getting very scrappy, this game. That would probably suit us down to the ground. Sambu delivers. Seema hits the post and it's scrambled clear. And yeah, I mean, this game has come alive, really. We lose out to that one. And Xhaka isn't going to miss the second time. Xhaka Traore makes it 2-1. Far too easy. Far, far too easy. And to be fair, I probably should have done that before. Offside trap really does not work in this game. And Kasuno heads on, and this is just, where is that defence? Absolutely nowhere, and Mendy just watches him. Mendy just opens the door. Go on, lad, walk on past. Free kick. Can we create something from this? Koulibaly. Daffy's header does level back up. Once again, it's 2-2, and that's clearly the game plan from us, is get set pieces and score from them. Koulibaly delivers this time, and Daffy peels it away, and that's a very good header, to be fair, from that angle. Let's encourage them once more. I sort of want to come off attacking and go back to balance, but I also sort of want to leave it. They've just made all 3 subs as well to freshen things up. Free kick deep in their own half. And Kessie is allowed to bring that down untouched. Diomande back to Beta. And you do sort of feel if they score a third, we're not going to get back into this one. But we do win it back. Koulibaly gives it away. Over the top for Ekra. Drop the defensive line down so there's not much space behind. Defenders, nah mate, we're staying up front. God knows what was happening here. Koulibaly could have played that ball in behind. But here, defenders just fall asleep and Ekra fires home. And we are once again berating this team with 10 minutes to go to try and find an equaliser. 4 additional minutes. And we lose again to Ivory Coast. And that is far from good enough. And that is the end of the African Cup of Nations run for us. There is a 3rd place playoff, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to play that, so yeah, I don't care. We're out of the African Cup of Nations once again to Ivory Coast. Despite when you look at the statistics, we're the better team once again. And yeah, far from good enough. But if you have enjoyed this, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here and enjoy what you see. Tomorrow we're back with League action. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.